Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once more to Aurora 4X as we play the United Nations Space Command. So I have taken some music from the Distant Worlds Universe soundtrack. I have emailed the publisher. It's just there on holiday to the 12th of January, so I'm sure they will say yes, as I do have press status with them. So I hope so. I'd like to hope so. But yes, the music definitely does add a hell of a lot to it, just the gameplay. It definitely improves a lot of things. So if we go over here and we take a look at our events, we can see, oops. I have changed a few names, actually. I have had 3 people, request their names in the game, so I've done that. I shall show you that soon. 10,000 tons of capacity has been added to the Donnelly Naval Shipyards. So our capacity at the Donnelly Naval Shipyards is up to, I've already got the screen open, haven't I? There we go. So, right, let's go to our shipyards. So, Benton Naval is our military yard at 3,500 capacity. It's about 53.3% way through its enlargement. We are producing the Austria class. Well, we have started construction of the Austria. The Estonia is about 11.6% way through its construction. So it's going nowhere. It's going okay. I'm going to keep increasing the size of these shipyards. Now, it was explained to me that the commercial yards, they do expand a hell of a lot faster. They're basically for building your massive cargo ships. But as far as I'm aware right now, and don't quote me on this one, but I don't believe they can build military ships. I'm not entirely sure at this point, but it would seem likely to be a matter of fact. Right then, so we are going to have to go to our geological reports over here, and I'm going to look for thorium. Now, right, gravity, access, okay. So, Jupiter has 0.7 access, so that's going to make, refining a little bit slow. We're never going to get the full 800,000. But again, we could go to Saturn, and we could refine from Saturn. We could refine quite a hell of a lot from Saturn. Which would be fair enough. I'm basically going to use these Estonia classes as sort of like forward operating bases, I guess you could say. At least then we have the possibility of refueling out in the solar system. So I think we should go to Saturn first, as that would be the easier one to refine materials from, or at least refine thorium from. We have completed the construction of the automated mines on Earth. So how many do we have on Earth then at the moment? Automated mines, we have 50. So we need to wait for the Austria class to be finished. Okay. There we are. I believe I will establish my first colony on Luna. Now, whether this will be a colony with a population, I'm not entirely sure. But let's go over Luna once more. What does Luna have on it? Did it have geranium? I think it had geranium. No. We'll go over here to the solar system menu. When it loads, right, okay. So Luna, cobramite, boronite, magnesium, and iridium. So, quite a lot of cobramite. I believe that goes into your sensors or engines. I believe it might be sensors or engines, actually. Actually, if we go over to the ship design, and, I don't know, we'll take this ship over here then. Actually, I'll just copy it as new. And, can we see the resource cost over here somewhere? No. Ah, here we go, actually. Okay, so the engines. Gallicite. Right, so Gallicite is for the engines. Cobramide, that goes into the command and control bridge system. So could it be to do with electronics, I wonder? So I'm not seeing anything else here, which is interesting. Now, recreational module. I have not yet built one of these, so we'll have to see what that could be used for in the future. But iridium is used for basically the sensors, I guess you could say. Magnesium, cargo handling. So it may have uses in the future, but I believe we will set up our first colony on Luna. So we're going to go over here to population, so you can do this by right-clicking on Luna, create colony on Luna. Now, when we go back to our screen over here, we go to summary. We can see here Luna. Now, we won't really have the chance to create a population on here yet. Well, I'm not going to do it yet, because I also need the cryogenics research to be able to ship colonists back and forth. So I'd have to design another kind of ship for that, which is a bit of an oversight on my part, but, then again, I could indeed alter my design for the Austria. But, we'll see. I think I might have it as an automated colony for the time being. At least then we're getting the full benefits from the colony without any of the hassle to do with, people. Now, do I have any mass drivers on Earth? Let's take a look at Earth. Mass drivers. Mass drivers. Where for that about mass drivers? No, I do not. So what we want to do is we want to line up the construction of 2 mass drivers. We need to have one on Earth and we need to have one on Luna. And then again, the distances between Luna and Earth are so minuscule that the packets will arrive instantly. So, yeah, it's going to be very fuel efficient. We're not going to be wasting any fuel going on these really short trips any more than we need to. Now, if only we could send colonists that way, that'd be lovely. So let's go back to our research, our R&D department. We have about 15 labs. I should increase the amount of labs I have, but it should be fine. Right, so we're researching fuel consumption to 0.8 litres of fuel, which would be fantastic for our future ships, and then fuel production. So on Earth, we are producing about an annual annum of about 400,000 litres. Which is okay. How much do we have on Earth of thorium? We only have 94,000 tons of thorium. 94.5 thousand tons of thorium. So not that much. Duranium should last a good number of years to come, which is fine. So Luna will be established as mining colony first. But we'll take a look at the solar system and we'll find out what else we could go for. Somebody commented earlier, and I should have made a bit... Well, I did read the comment, it's just the fact I should have had it up right now, but... okay. Search. So I could search over here. Tritanium. Do we have any tritanium in the system? We have small stockpiles of tritanium. I mean, the most tritanium that we have in the system at the moment is on Earth. Which is somewhat disappointing. I was hoping that we could have something else. Iridium. We'll sort and have a look at iridium. Iridium is something that we've lacking. But we do have a decent stockpile on Earth, considering how rare it is so far. Iridium. Yeah, Earth and Puck. Right, so let's take a look at our geo survey. Name of the asteroids. Right, you're going well on fuel. The Zambia is quite efficient. Well, the USS Washington is quite efficient on fuel. But I'm going to have them at less than 40% come home and refuel on Earth. I do not want to risk losing another ship like that. All in all, it's going fairly well. We'll go back over to our shipyards, and I think we'll continue to... Yeah, we're already adding capacity, so that's fantastic. Righty-o. There's not particularly too much to do right now. We just basically need to wait for our shipyards to be constructed and our ships to be constructed before we start moving on any further. So we're going to go to the the 1 day increment, and I'd like to watch the USS Washington at work. So we're going to the 1 day increments. There's no rush. We can enjoy these moments. Okay. Time is ticking by. I should get the events tab up actually. So I'll put that up now. There we go, okay. Ah, right, so completed the research into fuel production. Fantastic. So how much are we producing now? 480. Not that much of an increase, but an increase is an increase nonetheless. Right, where are we in power and propulsion? We do need the next level of reactor. Basically, to unlock the next level of engines, you need the next level of power, etc, etc. So we're going to put our geneticist Sarah Hill onto this one with 10 research labs. Estimating it will be done by 2046. Oh, that's going to take some time, but at least we'll have some more efficient engines fairly soon. Right, so we're researching, well, not researching, we are building the mass drivers. Okay, fair enough. I could start building some infrastructure. So, go for, I don't know, 200 infrastructure to start with. You need about 200 infrastructure per million people on a colony, so that should get us to about 1 million people if we actually start transporting people over. Actually, that's a good point. I do need to take a look at cryogenics. Right, cryogenics, transport over here. So this one would be able to carry about 10,000 colonists. What we could really have is basically a very small ship, maybe carrying just 10,000. But then again, it's more efficient in fuel to carry lots of people at once. We'll see what we can do about that in the future. But it is a possibility. We could build a small, fast ship to do something like that. But hey-ho, we'll see how things go. Right, so we get the events up. Auto turns. when you decide to... There we go. Use raised colours. Oh! We've located, Tritanium. Nice! I'm very happy about one, actually. So, on Tricinidina. Tricinidina. That's not bad. Quite a decent amount of, Tritanium. Right, construction of mass drivers have been completed. Colonel Stefan Lamb has developed a medical problem. Oh dear. Okay. So we'll keep this going. Well, at least when the mass drive is complete, we'll be able to get things going pretty quickly. We just need to wait for our Austria-class ship to be constructed. Once we have that, we can start carrying mines, possibly construction factories to Luna. Wow, that's bloody quick. Bloody hell, that was quick. Right. Where is it? Infrastructure. Right, current infrastructure is 200. That was bloody quick. Bloody hell. Okay. How much do these construction factories cost? They cost us 60 geranium, 30 titanium, and 30 vendorite. How much vendorite do we have? Vendorite. We have 28,000 tons on Earth. If we go to our geological report over here, we'll search vendorite. Do we have any other sources of vendorite in the system? No. Right, so vendorite is apparently our rarest of resources right now. Which is not a good thing. That's something that we do need to take account of then. I guess I might produce a little bit more vendorite, well not vendorite, infrastructure for use on Luna. So we'll go ahead and we'll queue up another 200 infrastructure. We'll go for today increments. But yeah, the colony on... Bloody hell, only 1 month to construct 200 infrastructure. That's really quick. I might queue up another 50 automated mines. So then we can really kick up into high gear once we start mining Luna. What do we have on Luna again? Whoops. Luna. I think it's just geranium, isn't it? No? Cassium? I can't believe I forgot already. Cobalt. Was it cobalt? No. Okay. Well, I'll just go over here actually. I'll just make that check once more. I just want to know what we're definitely going to get out of this before I definitely decide on colonizing. Alright, cobalt. Potassium. We don't have any mineral deposits on Mars, unfortunately, so I'm just going to go over here and click on minerals. Now, I don't know, actually, Venus is very attractive. It would be very difficult to colonize. So I think we might establish a mining colony on Venus, actually. That'd be pretty good. Wouldn't cost us too much. So we'll zoom in onto the solar system. And find you, Venus. My lovely, lovely Venus. So we'll create a colony on Venus. Now, with colonies, there's nobody here right now. Whoops, wrong screen, but it should do for the time being. So there's nobody on Venus or Luna right now. We have to send the colonists there, but basically we can build structures onto these things, or have structures on here, and they will keep the minerals here. So we could have those sent back to Earth. So we'll go back to our industry and we'll queue up... Actually, we'll modify this order to 150, so we can have about 150, well, about 100 mines on each of the worlds, and then we can get mining going really quickly. Then we'll queue up another mass driver. There we go. And so we're expecting this to be finished by 2049. That's some time to go yet. Right, actually, so I did talk about how you changed the names of some of the people. The Governor of Earth is now Felix Tuvelit. So congratulations, Mr. Felix, you are now the Governor of Earth. Now we could assign a Governor of Luna and a Governor of Venus, actually. So let's see, what do we have over here? Ground unit construction speed, shipbuilding. Terraforming bonus would be quite nice, especially if we try to do something. He's really good actually, especially for mining. So we may send him to one of the colonies, maybe to Venus, to get that uranium really going. Factory production speed would be quite handy now. So I think we'll sign Mr. Felix to the colony of Venus for the time being. And I want somebody who's going to increase our construction speed. Factory production. I wish I could sort by factory production, that'd be quite nice. About 25% seems to be the largest right now. That's not bad, a mining bonus of 30, so we could assign her to Luna. So let's assign Samantha to Luna. Okay. We'll assign Mr. John Lewis. Or is it John Lewis? Yeah, John Lewis to governorship of Earth for the time being. That should help our construction industry. Yeah, brought that down quite nicely to the 8th of December 2048. Not that much of a decrease, but a decrease nonetheless. Seems to increase our progress over here, which is quite nice. Okay, so this will be done shortly. Right then, let's have a sip of my coffee. Okay, so we've added some more capacity to our shipyards, which is quite nice. So we're to about 70,000 tons of capacity over here. The offshore has been built quite quickly. Superb. C'est super. I am not good at speaking French. I can't really speak French anyway, but I hope I didn't offend anybody who is French. I am a fan of blue cheese, actually, so I could fit in. Okay. How are we going on the surveying? Well, surveying. Show geosurvey points. Okay. Mineral pack content. Okay, so these are just the other displays. Minerals. So, we've surveyed quite a few. I could do another ship of that class, actually. I think I did actually design one, didn't I? Was it the India? Oh no, it was the Zambia Mark II. Oh, weren't we retooling the shipyard for the Zambia Mark II? Ah, right, I remember we were waiting for the actual shipyard to finish its expansion, and then we were going to retool it to the Zambia Mark II. Right, that definitely rings a bell now. Okay. Keep increasing that. Now we'll be finished by the end of the month, I'd hope so, then at least we could start... Oh no, so we're going to need 2 months. Right, so we've actually got more efficient engines. I could actually... maybe. Well, we'll take a look. I was going to say I could maybe redesign an engine, but... it did not take long, actually, so I think we'll redesign an engine. The more efficient engines I have, the better. Okay... fuel consumption. So if we take a look over here, so, well, we'll make the engine properly and then we can see the differences, can't we? Right, so we'll go to size 30 for our engine. There we go, count it as a commercial engine. Right, so we could see at current setup, we're only using 0.99 litres per engine hour. At the proper, we'd be using 1.24, so that's a large increase, actually. So that makes the engine a hell of a lot more efficient. Now, let's see, we could increase the size of this engine to a 50, which would make this an incredibly efficient engine, with a nice amount of engine power, actually. So it would, actually, we'll go for this one. It will be more useful in the later ships that we'll be designing as well, due to the fact it's just more powerful. We won't have to stack on as many engines to get the same amount of power. So we're going to our power propulsion. Do we have any... Yes, we do have a power propulsion scientist. Fantastic. Right, so we'll start researching the West Incorporated nuclear pulse engine. No, we only have the 5 labs. That might be enough. It might take a month to 3 at maximum. Yeah, it's going to probably take about 3 months. Right, so we've increased the size of Benson Naval Yard. And we can retool to the Zambia Mark II, or Mark II. Actually, I'm going to have to redesign the Zambia before I do that, aren't I, with the new engine. So we'll have to wait for the research over here. So I may take away some of these research labs. Keep you on with 5, give you 10, and then be done in probably a month now. Yeah, man. Almost. It's Sarah Hill. Sarah Hill. You're a biologist, aren't you? So we're going to cancel our project. I believe we still retain our progress into our project. Oops. Yes, we do. Fantastic. So now we can put Mr. Jordan Nelson back onto this project, and at least we'll have somebody who will give us a much better bonus, making this a much faster project. Okay, so let's go and take a look at something else. Let's find something else to increase. I do like mining production. Mining production would be fantastic. Underground excavations. Construction rate. Actually, that could be handy, but we'll not need it too much in the future. Well, we would and we wouldn't, but it's not particularly too handy right now. So we'll go ahead and we'll start researching mine production efficiency, just making our mines just more productive. Right then, so we can see here the Austria class has been finished on Earth. Superb. So we can take a look at that one. So we'll go over to here. Actually, we'll go ahead and we'll take a look at the Austria. We'll have another look at this. So this is our Austria class freighter. 230 tons. It is a large vessel at about 60,000 tons. 590,000 litres of fuel. Not the most fuel, but it should be sufficient. Especially as it's going to be going back and forth between Luna. Well, I might start it off on, how many automatic mines do we have right now? On Earth, we have 71 automatic mines. Right, I'm fairly zoomed out here. Okay. Whoa, I was way zoomed out. Right, back to the Sol system. Okay, so we'll go over to this tab over here, to the task groups. We'll create a new task group, and we'll call this the freighter. Well, we'll call this the Austria. Yeah, Austria. Then at least I know which ship it is in the task group. Right, so we'll go over to our shipyard task group. We'll assign the Austria to the task group designed for it. Okay. So, we can set orders here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load automated mines from Earth. Actually, I'm going to have to remove this order and we'll start this one again. So you see down here we can choose the maximum amount to load. So we're going to choose a maximum of 50. So I'm going to load a maximum of 50 automated mines on Earth. Then we are going to travel to Luna. And we're going to unload 50 automated mines. So I'll redo this one again, just so you guys can see it. There we go. So they'll be unloaded over here. Lovely. So go to the Sol system. It's going to be difficult to show this due to the fact that things will move fairly rapidly. So we're going to take it onto 1 day increments. Actually, I'm kind of tempted to see how long it takes us to actually load up the Austria. So we'll advance things by an hour. And it's already gone. God damn. Okay, that should be alright. A day. There we go, it's completed orders. Wait, completed orders. Okay, you got 2 mines there. So we can advance in days and we'll know that'll be completed. I do actually need to redesign the Zambia Mark II actually, so we'll go and do that right now. So I'll load up the Zambia Mark II. We don't have any new armor, so I don't need to design anything like that. We're going to start getting rid of these older engines here, so we're going to put this as obsolete components that will be taken from the list. I could probably get rid of these, so I'll get rid of these guys. They are smaller engines, but this engine's a lot better, more efficient. Right, so we have the Austin over here. So we're getting a range of 137.5 billion kilometers with the amount of fuel that we have right now, 200,000 liters. Speed of 2553, so we'll remove that engine. And yeah, you can see here we gained another 400 speed. A little bit more range. 149 billion. Definitely makes a difference. Okay. Actually, let's take a look at our sensor systems. Sensors and fire control. Gravitational survey sensors. I think we'll take away people from this project for the time being. I'll get some of my people onto this gravitational sensors, and then we can get the gravitational sensor deployed onto the Zombie Mark II, so then at least we can start scanning for jump points in the solar system, as well as obviously the asteroids and planets. Okay, how are we going on Luna then? Still the 2 mines. I don't think I clicked repeat, did I? No, I did not. Okay. So I'm trying to be all smart and show you guys how to do something, and I completely messed it up by forgetting to press repeat. So we're going to load 50... No, actually it'd be 48 automated mines, so load 48 automated mines on Earth. Unload automated mines on Luna. Cycle moon, so basically we'll repeat it. So we'll let that go through. Now I wonder if it can do it in 30 days. It might be able to get quite a lot of them in 30 days. Fail to load. Oh! Wow. Okay, that's a little bit over 50. I asked for 48, I'm not entirely sure why that's happened, probably me being a little bit of a noob. Well, that's definitely upped mining rate. I did want to have 100 in each of them, so I suppose I might as well keep with it now. Okay, so we're going to mine in. So you can see here we get a decent mining rate. Already starting to get some stockpiles going over here. Okay. So we'll go to the Austria. Go to Earth. Load 1 mass driver. And then unload mass driver on Luna. How long would this take? Maybe a day or two? Might be a day. Okay, so less than a day, I'd imagine. Right. Now, I am very nervous about it causing the extinction of man, so we do need to be careful. I believe, right, so we have 1 mass driver on Earth. Okay, summarize. Right, so we do have a mass driver on Earth. We have a mass driver on Luna. Okay. So go to mining. Mass driver destination is Earth. Luna, just in case. Right, I'm not going to do this one yet. I'm going to be right back, guys. I'm going to just make sure I'm doing this right. Well, there's actually only a few minutes left of the session, so I'll do something else. Then when the session finishes, or at least this episode finishes, I'll be able to come back and... I just don't want to wipe out the Earth. That's something I don't want to do. No, sir. Okay, so research is coming along nicely. I might take away some more labs from this project. Oops. Oh, you can only have 5 at maximum. God damn you. What a prune. Okay. Lots of things just happened there. This gravitational sensor is going to take a lot more than I anticipated. I might have to look at my scientists again, actually. So we'll go to sensors and fire control. Right, yeah, okay. That'll explain why we have crappy scientists when it comes to sensors and fire control. Which is definitely a problem. Oh well. Yeah, this is not good. So what we'll do is we'll cancel the project with Jennifer. Then again, it is a good speech, the fact that we don't have that many labs that we can throw at this. It's a problem. I guess we'll have to leave it for now. There's not too much I can do to make it more efficient. I mean, we get 4 times that bonus, we're getting an 8% bonus, so yeah. It's just the fact that we can only have 5 labs on it. Okay, so thank you guys for watching.